Jimmy Kimmel, and I do not like this guy. He's not even funny. I didn't like this guy. Wasn't he on what was the name of that show back in the day? It was on MTV. It was about relationships or something, and they had the girls jumping on trampolines. That was entertaining because it was honest. You know, had the other guy. He had a fallout with that guy. He was Doctor something, and they ended up falling out with each other. But there was a good little combination, and that show was actually funny. That was actually entertaining. But I don't know. These people get to fail upwards all the time. Like this dude, Jimmy Kimmel, the other guy, what's his name? Jimmy Fallon. You know, I really like how he supports the roots and how he's a hip hop fan and all of that stuff. But he's like barely funny too. Like he's so robotic. Like, how do these people get to be in the position that they're in when they're not that good at what they do? Like, that's what sucks. This is America. These people get to fail upwards. Anyways, Jimmy Kimmel apparently is out of there. They are saying that this guy is done and they're canceling his show behind some comments he made about um, the assassination of the thing that we've all been talking about for like over a week now. I'm scared to say his name. Anyways, the stuff that he said, Jimmy Kimmel, didn't sound all that offensive to me. I mean, man, this whole thing is going way overboard. But you know, Trump was coming after them since before. He said, I'm going to get y'all up out of here. And what's his name? The other night time, they already said they canceled his show. The guy who came from the Daily Show. I'm sucking at. I'm having brain fogs on names. It's the ADHD. It's the neurodivergence. I struggle with the names. I liked him a lot when he was on the Daily Show. Super funny. And when he had the Stephen Colbert, when he had the Colbert Report, that show was good too. And then he started doing the nightly show, and it was so watered down. You know, he became a character, and it was hit or miss funny. And yeah, anyways, he got canceled. He's out of there, and it's like you know, the cancel culture has flipped, right? So it's like I don't know, these shows, they're considered to be on the left or whatever, pretty much all of them. And Donald Trump was like, man, we're going to get these people up out of there. And he's doing it. He's dropping like flies. Jimmy Kimmel's the last one to go. Latest one to go, rather. It says Jimmy Kimmel, during the opening monologue of Monday night's show, has suggested that Tyler Robinson, a man accused of killing Kirk last week at a Utah university, was aligned with President Donald Trump's MAGA, Make America Great Again movement. The MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them, and doing everything they can to score political points from it, Kimmel said. So that was what he said that got him out of there. Man, I've heard much worse. I've heard much worse on the internet since this has happened. And that was enough to get him out of there? Crazy. Comments, it says, don't forget y'all MAGA says they aren't the snowflakes. Another comment says, I really like Jimmy Kimmel mocking the far right. Another comment, free speech unless I don't agree with it. You know, and there's a lot of people has been making the comments that Charlie Kirk would not have supported this type of backlash that has happened against free speech as a result of him not being here anymore. I think that's true. Another comment says, remember when people said Kirk shouldn't die for his political views? People shouldn't be fired for their political views either. Another one, it's like the First Amendment doesn't exist or something. Another comment that says, free speech is dying. Another one, okay, so they proved him right by firing him, proved his point further. Another comment, he didn't even say anything distasteful. Another comment, holy S, that was all he said. Those were the comments that got him canceled. Another comment, people keep mentioning free speech. This isn't a violation of free speech, it's cancel culture. If I own a business and one of my employees says something that doesn't represent the brand, I could fire them. This is simply the cancel culture the left has instituted turning against them. I mean, that is a way to look at this. You know, during COVID, they were going in, and then you had the Me Too thing that they were going in. They were going in. So this is what happens when you create these mechanisms, when you set up these situations, and then somebody else is able to pull the levers, and boom, it's back on you. And that's one thing I think that we need to try to realize too with the ICE and with the Trump deploying troops and all of this. You know, one day he's going after the people that you don't like or you disagree with or want to be gone. And then the next day he's coming after you. Maybe it's not him. Maybe it's the next administration. Another comment says the woke right canceling people for their opinions. Cancel culture is strong at work, huh? Free speech for me, not for thee. I'm sure the comments are going to keep on going in that same direction. Fox News, it says buying and controlling media platforms, firing commentators, canceling shows. These aren't coincidence. It's coordinated and it's dangerous. The GOP does not believe in free speech. They are censoring you in real time. California Governor Gavin Newsom. This is Fox News posted this. Are they going with this? It says it's dangerous. California Governor Gavin Newsom claimed Republicans are censoring Americans after ABC pulled Jimmy Kimmel's late night show for his comments on Charlie Kirk's assassination. What is Fox News' angle on this? Let's see the comments. So when Trump was taken off social platform, what was that? It was censorship. That's what it was. Another comment says, remember when we got fired from our jobs if we didn't get a COVID vaccine? Remember being fired or sued because we didn't call people by their fake names or pronouns? And all of that's true. I mean, but I don't know what our point is for this. Like, it's like the other guy did it. So it's like if you get caught in a crime, you get caught for speeding, and you're like, that other car just came by going fast. Why are you arresting me? I didn't see that guy. I saw you sped, and I'm on you right now. So it's like pointing that finger like that. I don't know what that accomplishes. It doesn't. I'm not saying it's not true. I'm just saying what does it accomplish? So you wasn't okay with it when they did it to the people that you agree with, but you are okay with it when they do it to people that you don't agree with. There's a problem there. There's a hypocrisy there. You should, if you're honest and true and, care about justice, then you should not support it either way, regardless. Another comment, it says the left who murdered for free speech. Another comment, it says, they literally had a sitting United States president kicked off of Twitter. Save the tears. I think there is something to be said related to, you inciting a riot or whatever. Like if you say something that, like you can't say bomb on a plane, it's like certain things, there should be consequences for the speech if it if it causes danger and imminent danger to people. or if it incites people to do violence. We need to face reality and stop it with the partisanship, you know? It says, no, we love free speech. We also believe in facing the consequences for your words, actions that were completely uncalled for. See, now I can rock with that, because go ahead, allow the free speech, you know? But if somebody comes up and punches you in your face behind something that you said, then hey, no harm, no foul. You know what I mean? Those are the consequences for what you said. I mean, you got free speech, but if somebody punches you in the face behind what you said, then no harm, no foul. Another comment says the GOP doesn't own these big media corporations. They are owned by liberals, and never has free speech meant freedom from consequences. FAFO. I don't know about the owned by liberals part. Another comment says the man that destroyed one of the most beautiful states in the country. It is so beautiful. California, man. The weather. Oh my God. I wish we had weather like that here. And the cold water in the ocean. Man. Nice, nice, nice. Very, very nice. Super expensive. Basically, got to be rich. You're either rich or homeless in California. There's no middle ground. You know, that's it. Another comment says, all of a sudden, the left doesn't like cancel culture. That seems quite hypocritical. Another one, oh, worry about your city and the mess you made there, princess. Another one, cancel culture sucks, doesn't it? Poor lefties, you'll survive. We did. So I guess that's why Fox posted this. They were trying to be messy.